Hello viewers, hope you are doing well. Welcome to Elimu TV, a station where you watch and learn. I am your tutor, Sarah Wamaida. Today you are going through CRE Form 2, Lesson 23. Our topic is Jesus teaching in parables, and our subtopic is the parable of the sower. Welcome. We start with our lesson objectives, our lesson goals. So by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to 1. Narrate the parable of the sower. 2. By the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to explain the significance of the parable. We look at the parable of the sower. We find this parable in Luke chapter 8, verse 2 to 15. So Jesus told this parable to the crowd that followed him. He said that a farmer went to sow his seeds. Some fell on the path and trampled on. Some fell on the rock grounds. But when they germinated, they withered because they lacked moisture. Some other seeds fell among thorn bushes. They grew with bushes which choked them as they grew. Some other seeds fell on good soil or fertile soil. They grew up in fertile soil and they yielded a good crop. So that's the parable of the sower. What does this parable mean? The interpretation of this parable. So Jesus gave the meaning of the parable to the disciples. He said that the seeds is the word of God. So the seeds that fell on the path or along the path represent people who hear the word of God, and then the devil comes and takes away the word from their hearts so that they do not believe. Such listeners are like the seeds that fell on the path. They hear the word, but soon after the devil takes away the message, so stop them from believing and being saved. The seeds that fell on rocky ground or on the rock represent people who receive the word with joy, but it does not stay with them. They believe for a while, but when faced with trials and temptation, they stop believing and fall away. The seeds that fell on thorny bushes stands for people who receive the word. However, they fail to follow their beliefs because of interference by life's worries, riches, and pressures of the world. So they fail to mature as believers. The seeds that fell on the good soil, they represent people with noble and good hearts. People who hear the word, retain and produce good harvest. So what's the interpretation of this? The different types of soil in this parable refer to different kinds of hearts of people. The farmer is Jesus, who is a God or preacher. The farmer is Jesus, God or preacher. We learn that one should not despair, and it is important to receive the word of God, practice it, and preserve it so as to bear fruits. So that's the parable of the sower. We have seen different kind of seeds. One that fell on the ground, others that fell on the path, that fell on rocky grounds, on bushes, and good soil. And we have seen how they grow, they mature. Those seeds represent different kind of people. And the seeds is the word of God. Where the seeds fell and how they grow represent how people hear the word of God and they take it. We have come to the end of our lesson, and I leave you with the following question. Question 1, narrate the parable of the sower. Question 2, explain the meaning of the parable, the significance of the parable. On to our references. You can refer to Secondary Christian Religious Education, Student Book 2, KLB 3rd edition. Thank you for joining us for this and more. If you have a question or a comment or an opinion, you may contact us through our SMS number, which is on the screen. You may also find us on YouTube, Elimu TV, on Facebook, Elimu TV, and on Twitter at ElimuTV_KE. See you next time.